Hi, hello students. Welcome to LTX classes. This is me, SPR. Today we're gonna see the topic called places in the news. So in the places in the news, regularly you'll be getting update of the recent topics that have been present in the news that have been most important for your UPSC preparation. If you're targeting for your UPSC preparation and ambition to become an IAS officer or something to serve the nation, then you are in a right platform to read. This is LTX classes where you will be getting the content qualitatively. So kindly like the video if you like it, and also comment for more videos, and also kindly subscribe for more updates. Okay guys, here in the places in the news, let me see and explain why this places in the news is most important for your preparation. First of all, places in the news is more important in UPSC prelims and mains category because we'll be analyzing in a similar manner. Here we'll be analyzing the geographical importance and map based analysis, which is most important part of GS1 in the mainly in the prelims and also the mains GS1 paper for the mains writing. And again we'll be analyzing it in a political importance and why it is in the news. So when you're analyzing the political importance and why it is in the news, this will cover the current affairs perspective of the news and topic and related concepts. And again we'll be studying overall importance and detailed analysis, and also any something that is related to environmental concern or something that highlights facts, everything. So we'll be discussing everything in a comprehensive manner, so it will be covering the overall preparation of your UPSC in a clear cut manner. Here this topic I'll be taking in a systemized manner of learning, that why it is present in the news and why it is so important, and then I'll be explaining the geographical importance of the topic, and I'll be showing the map and we'll be analyzing the map importance of the topic. And next we'll be studying the detailed analysis and theoretical study, everything. Okay guys, okay, let us get into the topic. Today's the topic is none other than North Macedonia. Here if you are googling out in news and if you read out the news, you would have come across this topic, North Macedonia. So let us study why it is in the news. See here guys, if you are looking into this is just I had googled out in the news, so called North Macedonia. Here in Indian Express it was present that explain what's behind North Macedonia's long road to the European Union. And again in other newspaper it has been provided, AP News, Reuters News, and everything. Consecutively, regularly this was present in news for the past 1 week. So we need to study what is the issue over there and detailed analysis of the topic that has been present. So why it is in the news we had studied, then we'll be studying the what is the issue. Let me have a simple view of the issue and we can get in detailed explanation in a further in the same video. Further, when you watching till the end, you will get an idea. First of all, let me explain a simple view. Here you can see this is North Macedonia. Okay? North Macedonia. So North Macedonia is the, and here it is saying long road to European Union, something related to EU. Okay, what is it? EU. Now let me show the map. Here there is the North Macedonia and here is Bulgaria. So now North Macedonia is trying to become a part of a member of EU. Already North Macedonia is a candidate of EU. Now North Macedonia is planning to become a member of EU. But this Bulgaria, Bulgaria, where is this Bulgaria? I already shown you here in the map. To the east of the North Macedonia, Bulgaria is present over there. This Bulgaria is already part of the EU. This is already part of European Union, and this Bulgaria is using veto to North Macedonia, which means Bulgaria is regularly opposing the membership of the North Macedonia into EU. This is what the issue regularly in news, and because of the political economic conflicts interiorly present in this region, there is continuous protest and protesters has been going against the government, and which is turning towards the violent form. This is what in the news in a simple view. Now first of all let us understand geographical importance, historical importance, and again let us come to the topic. Then we will be understanding why it is so important, what is it happening. If you just read the news, that is just a news. But when you analyze the news and understand the news and know the history and everything in detail, then you are the UPSC aspirant. Okay guys, first of all let me show the map and map analysis, then let me come to the detailed analysis and everything over here. First look into the map. Here North Macedonia is present over here. The capital of the North Macedonia is Skopje. Here Skopje is the capital of North Macedonia, and to the east this is also a landlocked country. Remember what is called as the landlocked. When a country is when is the country to be called as landlocked, which means there is no any border to the water body, which means there is no any ocean or sea bordering to the country, is called as the landlocked. See here, when you are studying landlocked countries of Europe, that stands as important. I will be mentioning them also, so don't worry. So in this map analysis, I will be completely detailedly analyzing them. So kindly keep watching till the end. See here, North Macedonia. Here to the east there is a Bulgaria. To the north here Serbia, Kosovo, Albania, and Greece. If you are seeing historical importance on these things, there is a continuous conflict in international scenario between Macedonia and Greece regarding the name. But now regarding the culture, ethnicity and language, there is a issue between Bulgaria and North Macedonia. This is what we read. And again, let me show a few more maps to understand the topic and detailedly and understand the thing. So here let me show the physical map of the so-called Macedonia. So Macedonia physical map, if you consider, there are important things that you must remember, that is Vardar river. So Vardar river passes through the center of the North Macedonia and cuts into two halves, and which is more important, and this Vardar river further drains into the Aegean Sea. Remember this here, Aegean Sea. In a previous videos I had clearly detailedly explained about the Aegean Sea, which is more important in your UPSC and all the map oriented preparations. And next, first and foremost thing, you have to remember the river Vardar river present in the North Macedonia. Then let me show here Lake Prespa. Here Lake Prespa has a geographical importance and strategical importance, that Lake Prespa borders the Albania, Greece and North Macedonia. And as I had mentioned earlier, there is an issue regarding the name of the Macedonia between Greece and Macedonia in international perspective in 1991. That name has been resolved with a Prespa agreement. So that agreement has made closer to the Prespa, so that with the name of the Lake Prespa, that agreement has been signed. And here you can see Lake Ohrid. Lake Ohrid has a one more importance, which is the oldest, more than 40 lakh years. Okay, this is 4 million years old lake, and also deepest lake present in the Europe. So this is also has the importance, and many things has been developed in this region, which I will be analyzing in a detailed analysis. And here Sar mountains are there. Here Dinaric Alps. Alps one is one of the most important mountain ranges in the Europe, passes through the southwest of the Macedonia. And then you can see few mountains, Komavo and also Govik and Malesvik and mountains and Nidze mountains. These are all the mountain ranges that has been present in the so-called Macedonia. And next, when you come to the analyzing the importance of the European Union and these things, as I had mentioned, EU. I'm not gonna explain completely about EU because that will be covered in the Hindu editorial analysis and all the further topics that has been explained in our channel. Here, let me explain one thing. Membership of the EU. If you are considering the membership of the EU, these yellow marked countries all are the members of the EU. There are still 27 countries that have been part of the European Union. European Union is an economic union and which also helps each other in a development and also free pass and everything. Here, this yellow color marked countries are all part of the European Union, and United Kingdom is a country that has recently come out of the European Union. There are 28 countries of the European Union, but now United Kingdom has left over. And now here these regions are combinedly called as Yugoslavian countries. Okay, Yugoslavian countries didn't join the European Union still now, and these countries are combinedly called as Balkan nations. Both I had mentioned earlier. This part is considered as the Balkan nation. Center of the heart of the Balkan nation is none other than the North Macedonia. Okay, North Macedonia is located in center and heart of the so-called Balkan nations, and also this is also part of the Yugoslavian countries. That is also historically important. I will be mentioning them clearly, don't worry. And next, here this Bulgaria is part of the European Union, so now they are opposing the membership of the North Macedonia. That's it. Okay, now you'd have understood everything about in details. Now let me show a historical importance of this Yugoslavia and how it had changed the geopolitical scenario of that region. So in 1919, Kingdom of Serbs, Croats and Slovenians is called as the Yugoslavia. But after 1929, it has named as Yugoslavia. This country has combinedly has been as a one country, and during it, there were issues during World War One, and later it was the geopolitical scenario has been varied. And later in 1946, it had divided into multiple nations, and now present situation is as per the 1992, where the North Macedonia also got its freedom from Yugoslavian countries in 1992 only. Now it has been further divided into different countries like Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, and you say Serbia, Kosovo, Macedonia, Albania. These are all the new divisions that has been happened in 1992. Actually, as I had said earlier, what is the issue between Macedonia and Greece is that historically in 1992, after the country called Macedonia got its freedom from Yugoslavia, all the countries here got their freedom with bloodshed, but only country that got its freedom without any bloodshed is none other than Macedonia. After getting its freedom, it was interested in naming its country as Macedonia, but Greece went over to the international court and raised the issue that that name doesn't belong to the country. Macedonia is part of the, there is a region or district which is part of the state, part of the Greece, so that names belongs to us. So we don't agree with the name called Macedonia, and we don't allow this country to name as Macedonia. There was a long term conflict between them, and finally this was solved with a Prespa agreement. As I had said earlier, Prespa is a lake located in Macedonia, and Prespa agreement has been signed. This Prespa agreement has been signed, and finally this was decided that this country will be named as a Republic of the North Macedonia. So, Republic of the North Macedonia. Many people will be getting doubt. If the country is named as a North Macedonia, then where is South Macedonia? They'll be searching in the map. Where is this South, 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 South? But nothing to search over. But it is been named because of the conflict with the Greece. Okay. Okay, guys. Let me explain the detailed historical importance of this region and who has ruled this region and all the part of this North Macedonia. Initially, this was under the control of Achaemenid dynasty. Achaemenid dynasty, which is historically, and when you are studying world history, sorry. So historically, Achaemenid dynasty and Achaemenid empire, which is more important, which has been ruled during the ancient history. If you are studying world history, this topic stands as the most important for your UPSC. This has ruled this region. And next, Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great is a Macedonian, so he belongs to the Macedonia, so he is also a Macedonian person. And next, this region has been ruled under the Byzantine Empire. So is that important while learning everything while studying this news means? Yes, guys. If you are reading the news, that is just a news. If you are reading the all over details, then that is UPSC preparations. Now you will come to know Byzantine Empire means you will have an idea which region does it belong to. So that idea is more important than what you are reading as a news. This is the way of reading UPSC. Let me say one thing. As I'm providing these places in the news, this will create a culture for you, which means that you will learn how to prepare UPSC. If you are reading just a news, that's just a news, no use to be an UPSC aspirant. If you want to become a UPSC and be part of a UPSC, then you need to evolve yourself. How do you evolve? You need to build your mind in such a stance that you need to read all the topics that is related and conceptualize every concept, and you must know minimum understanding. I'm not getting into the Alexander the Great. I'm not getting into the Byzantine Empire. I'm not getting into the Achaemenid Empire. But I'm knowing this region was under their control. So whenever I read a world history, I will understand everything. So when I'm reading, so now if you are viewing, you are lucky enough to understand. So kindly share with your friends too, because if you understand this topic here, this will be the end of learning. Then you need not search books, sources, anything. Such a content I will be providing that will help you lot in your preparation. Okay, let me get into the topic. Byzantine Empire has also ruled this region. And next, Slavic tribes. The region in this place has been under the Slavic tribes. Mostly Slavic tribes has been present in the Ohrid. The lake is here, no, as I had said it earlier, Ohrid Lake. has been in this region. And later there are Christian era, and also this Macedonia has more so-called crosses. Okay, Christian cross will be there, no? So wooden cross, large crosses also present in this region, and Christian era has been spread and more Christians are present in this region. So Christian era has spread, more Christians has been developed, and Romans ruled this region. And again Ottoman Empire, after Byzantine, Ottoman Empire also ruled this region. So historically this region is more and more important. In 1912 and 13 this region has been continuous conflict with of Balkan wars. So Balkan wars happened in this region. This is more important for your UPSC world history topic. And next, this has been named as Yugoslavia. These things I had already explained in a just before, so no need to explain it again. But let me say this: etymology. Etymology means why this Macedonia name itself arrived. What does that mean? So understanding a word and its history and how it had derived its name is called as a etymology. If you are considering the etymology, the Macedonia means what? Macedonia is a word taken from Greece, which means it's a Greek word. So Macedonia means it's a Greek word, and what does it really mean? It means tall and taper. Tall and taper, and also they call them as highlanders. Okay, we call them as the highlanders. What is that meaning? Highlanders means what? Highlanders means they are warriors mostly in hilly terrain. Let me show the image for you, that will make you more feasible in learning. See here, Macedonians means you must view in a similar way. Historical movies where you study the Alexander Greats and many people, they are well built, tall, higher. So this itself indicates the Macedonians. So the Macedonian name itself indicates the same meaning. So this is what etymology and how the name has been derived. Okay. Now let us see few important facts and important information that is related to the so-called Macedonia. Here, Ohrid Lake. As I had said earlier, Ohrid Lake is historically important as this is the oldest lake and deepest lake present in the Europe. So oldest and deepest, oldest means how much older? 4 million years old. So this lake is 4 million years old and it has 200 plus endemic species. So environmental perspective also this lake stands as a very important, and under UNESCO it in 1789, under UNESCO in 1789, not 17, sorry for my mistake, it's 1979. Yeah, 1979 this has been declared as the World Heritage Site. Okay, this has been declared as the World Heritage Site, and to protect the region and the importance of this region. And the capital, as I had said earlier, the capital is Skopje. Okay, this Skopje is the capital, and which is the largest city, highly populated city of the Macedonia. So Macedonia capital is Skopje. But a few things you need to know as part of the geographical general knowledge. What is it, sir? Here, you know Mother Teresa. Everyone knows Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was born in a region called Skopje. So Mother Teresa of native land is Skopje. She was born over there and she was moved on to Calcutta and got the Indian citizenship and settled over here, and she had served many Indians, and also she got the Nobel Prize also. So such an importance it was here. And again this Macedonia has another importance, that from Yugoslavia this had got its freedom. From Yugoslavia many countries got its freedom, but only country, Macedonia is the only country to get its freedom without bloodshed. Only country without bloodshed got its freedom. Okay, without bloodshed got its freedom in 1991. 1991 it got its freedom from Yugoslavian countries and separately formed as the new country. And next, one more thing, European perspective, this country has a major importance, that country with more mountain peaks. Okay, country with more mountain peaks in the world itself. A country with more mountain peaks is none other than Macedonia. It has 34 peaks, guys. So only country with more peaks. As I had said, here all the mountains has been covering this region, so this itself indicates that geographical importance is very high, that much high that this is the only country in the world to have high number of peaks. Okay, 34 peaks are present in this country. And also Cyrillic. Cyrillic alphabets are famous in this region. We call it as Macedonian brothers who had developed the Cyrillic alphabets in 9th century, and which is close to the region of Ohrid, and where Slavic tribes are present and they learn in this type of alphabets. And other things is that Kokino. Okay, you remember Kokino is the oldest observatory of the NASA. Oldest observatory of the observatory. Yeah, let me write it in clear. Observatory of NASA. So NASA's oldest observatory is present in Macedonia called Kokino region. This was built during the 19th century. Okay guys, now let me say the real issue between EU and what is this so called as North Macedonia in detail. Already you know that 27 countries are present over there, and now they see here this Balkan countries. You can see in this image also, this will be clear. These Balkan nations are not part of the EU, so they are still not part of the EU. Initially in 2019, see here in 2019, this North Macedonia has been become part of the NATO. Okay, this has become part of the NATO. Previously, before that, Greece was opposing the membership of the so-called North Macedonia. Here, this is Greece, which was opposing the membership of North Macedonia. But later, this Greece country has supported the membership of North Macedonia, and they didn't veto this power. But now, Bulgaria is vetoing. Why? Because if you are considering the geographical situation of this region, there is a overlap between Bulgaria and Macedonia. This region is overlapped region where a different ethnic culture and language has been interconnected, and also Bulgaria is requesting something called as Bulgaria need to recognize their people, which means Bulgaria is requesting Macedonia to recognize the Bulgarian minority. So Bulgarian country is requesting that Bulgarian minority should be recognized in so-called North Macedonia. Then only we will be not opposing the so-called membership of the Macedonia in EU. So here more than 17 years, North Macedonia is acting as the candidate of the EU. So this has been as the candidate of the EU. Now it is planning to become a full-time member of the EU so that it can build their economic situations, and although their standards and lifestyle, everything can be improved. So they are planning to become part of EU, but Bulgarian government is insisting to recognize. And also Bulgarians are requesting that Macedonian language was derived from the Bulgarian. They must also recognize that. So these are all the many other requests. Political stance has been happening in Bulgaria, but now France is acting as the presidency of the so-called EU, and they are planning to negotiate between the Bulgaria and Macedonia, and they are planning to convince this Bulgaria. Now Bulgarian Prime Minister is about to get convinced, but if he lifts the veto, the people over there are revolting and are saying that it is a national betrayal. So people of the region are calling it as a national betrayal. So that only the protesting is being in rise. So this is the reason why protesters are high, and protesting has been more and more, and main reason. So this is it guys, and also if this happens, there is a chance of government to step down, and also there is a pro-Russian lawmakers may support. And also why European Union is showing more interest toward these Balkan regions and Balkan countries and attract them towards the EU, because see here already Ukraine is here, already this Russia is getting influenced in the Black Sea, and there is a continuous conflict. So that only slowly these countries, recently also if you see here, Moldova and Ukraine had got its candidature in NATO. And also not only NATO, they had also candidature in EU. See, Ukraine and Moldova got its candidate status in EU. So that only slowly EU is planning to influence over this region and get them to be members of the so-called European Union. This is what geopolitical issue continuously happening. But one more thing you must be remembering, that is related to the geographical perspective, which means as I had come across this topic and had covered this European Union, you need to know the landlocked countries of the Europe. Okay, that is to be taught through the map. So let me teach it through the map itself. Okay, let us study which are all the regions are landlocked in the European Union. Okay students, if you are studying landlocked countries in Europe, there are 16 landlocked countries. How many? 16 landlocked. Okay, let me write it clear. Landlocked countries. here. Let me spell it out and also let me say how important they are. Here, first country is Andorra. Andorra country is here. This is a landlocked country, and then you can see here Vatican City should be located over here. I don't think here map is provided, but Vatican City is also a landlocked. I think so. This map doesn't get names. Yeah, here there are all the names. Here Andorra and here Vatican City. This is not to the coast. This is also a landlocked country, and also San Marino. This is also a landlocked country, and again here comes Switzerland and Luxembourg here. This is also a landlocked country, and next here Liechtenstein. Okay, na? Liechtenstein they call it as. This is also a landlocked country. Actually, this is located over here, close to this Swiss. And next here you can see most important landlocked countries of Europe you must be remembering for map analysis is Switzerland, Austria, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Hungary, and next here comes, don't mention the Slovenia and Croatia, they had been bordering with the Adriatic Sea. And next you can see Serbia, Kosovo, and Macedonia. So now why I had taught this topic is that because this is close to the Macedonia. We had come across the Macedonia, and Macedonia has interconnected many landlocked countries part of the Europe. And next one more landlocked countries are here: Moldova, Belarus, and I need to say one more country here, Armenia. Most of the students will think this is part of Asia. So politically and geographically this is part of the Europe. Okay, this is part of the Europe, and locationally you can see that that is close to the Asia, so you may consider this as Asian country, but this is a part of so-called Europe. This is also a landlocked country. Now we would have seen how many landlocked countries are present over here and which are more important. Kindly remember this sequence, because as we are come across this in this news, you must remember sequentially: Macedonia, Kosovo, Siberia, Hungary, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Austria, and Switzerland. So if you are preparing for UPSC map analysis and everything in detail study, you need to know all the landlocked countries. Okay guys, this is it for the day. We had comprehensively, completely, detailed analysis what is in the news, map, geographical importance, political scenario, history, everything related to the topic, that is places in the news, has been completely analyzed by me. This is me, SPR, signing off. Have a nice day. If you like the video, don't forget to give a like button, because your like, your comment will be a most positive factors that will boost us to teach you more qualitatively, content oriented, more learning towards a UPSC. This channel will be revolutionizing your preparation, guys. That much quality content will be provided by us, so we'll be committed to that. So thanks for supporting. This is me, SPR, signing off. Have a nice day.